For those using a Van Staal, this is another video I've done to help you maintain the clutch bearing. Sometimes it gets dirty. First, try to remove the clutch bearing, unscrew it with a wrench or a vice grip. Try to protect the outer cover. I use an old glove. Unscrew it, should slide off pretty easily. You'll see that it might be dirty, so time to clean it. Just use a little WD-40, spray it in there. You can spray a little more WD-40 than that if you want. Now take some cotton swabs and clean off the bearings one at a time. You'll use a lot of cotton swabs. Once you're finished, you can do the inside of the housing. Shouldn't take too long. Be nice and clean now. After you get it nice and clean, you might as well clean off the rest of the main parts in the body. Spraying a little WD-40 will help protect it. Wipe off the WD-40. Put a little grease on the slide for the gear, for the main body gear. Because the Van Staal is pretty tight, there's not any reason why you can't put a lot of grease here. So make sure you put a lot of grease in here. It'll make that nice and smooth once you put it back together. This is the tricky part. Slide the clutch back on. There's a little trick to getting this right. You'll screw that down, it'll be tight, but it won't cover the O-ring. Now you take your main spool, you flip it upside down and use that as a fixture to screw down the clutch again. You'll feel it pop. If you can't screw the bearing to cover the O-ring, then you need to use your spool again and unscrew it down a little more. You'll feel it slide and pop. And when you do, you should be able to screw that clutch right over the O-bearing and it will cover the O-bearing. If you haven't covered the O-bearing, you haven't completed the job. Now you're done. Go fish.